Yeah, but did you see the naked dancer?
I don't
totally
think I
missed
did.
it.
Like,
I won't shrink to fit the frame.
welcome back, everyone, to the second episode of the Valkyrie podcast. And today we've got DRKNET, which is Mel and Enta's joint alias. And just a few weeks ago, they released their debut EP with us on Valkyrie called Interfaced. It's a fantastic release and features the vocal talent of Sodie and Too Shy MC as well, alongside a banging instrumental track. So if you haven't heard it yet, please do go and check it out. And also, if you're in London in the near future, we are doing a party to celebrate the release of Interfaced at Bricks on the 3rd of September. And not only will we be celebrating the EP, but we've also got Red Pill coming over as special guests as well, alongside some fantastic community support in the shape of Scales and Beast Jane. Tickets are free. All you need to do is RSVP via Skiddle to secure your spot. Okay, so returning to today's episode, my conversation with DRKNET. What can you expect from today's episode? Musical influences, radio, karaoke, just tons of insight into Mel and Liam as artists and together as DRKNET. How they work together, some insight into the EP tracks, a lot of laughs throughout. It's always a good time when we link up with Mel and Liam. So hope you enjoy the episode. We really, really enjoyed putting it together.
Hey.
Hi.
Welcome to the Valkyrie podcast.
Well, do you guys want to do the intro?
Welcome back to Valkyrie.
Episode 2.
You guys must be pros anyway from the radio shows that you've done already. So
Yes and no.
Yes and no, yeah.
Still figuring it out.
Yeah.
Like my radio voice.
give us a little sample of the radio voice.
I need to have a tune playing.
You need to have a tune playing.
Because it's always a really...
No, you can do the tune.
I don't know why this is not the funk at all. I'm just going to play lift music in my head.
In a jazz bar or something.
Hey, this is Liam on Cool Affair.
I like to shout when I'm on radio, but I don't really have a shouty voice. So it's kind of like a half shouty voice. It's like, jacket title!
Tell us more about that.
Forthcoming!
Why do you like to shout? Is that just because how you're feeling when the mixers are playing and stuff? Or
when I listen to like other shows on like Cool and Rinse, like a lot of the dubstep DJs, they're not shouting, but people like N-Type, they've got a good projection of voice when they're like announcing the tracks, and that's what I want. But I feel like a lot of these people also have some MCing skill or experience in there as well, or just like they've got enough experience on radio to be able to do it effectively.
Yeah,
and I'm getting there.
So you're honing your MC skills.
Radio host skills. I don't think I'll ever be MC.
That was a
multi-skill and DJ set.
That was a quick distinction. That was.
My agent was just like, thank fuck for that.
And how about you, Mel? How's your radio voice?
You know what? I've been doing radio for 8 years, and I never used to even speak on it because I was just too scared. It's only up till probably about 2 or 3 years ago, I was like, right, I really need to start talking. It still is a work in progress, and like even now, I don't do it live. I'll just record my show, do the mic afterwards, and sort it out in a door. But because it's just too much pressure.
Have you done any live shows?
No.
Oh, come on, you've got to do one.
I know.
Do one. Yeah.
I know, but it's just like the pressure of it all. Like, I don't know how Charlie T does it. I think she does it live. Does she on Radio 1? That's a skill. For me, I just like to be in a relaxed environment, enjoy what I'm doing. I think if it was just too much pressure, it just takes the fun out of it, which is one of the reasons why I like doing radio. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it? And just to get a fan base together. Yeah.
I think it's interesting to think about like how like radio, I guess it still does have a role in like shaping the music culture, but it used to have a really powerful role, and I guess it's changed and evolved a bit over time.
Yeah.
Like it'd be interesting to hear a bit about like for you guys what you get out of doing these shows and kind of where you think they sit these days.
Yeah, I think for me, what I got out of radio was one of the first things I ever did in D&B, like before live shows and that. I reached out to Data Transmission, like shout out to Shelley.
Big up Shelley.
And because there was hardly any there was hardly any D&B shows on there, so I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to reach out and see if they'll have me, and thank God I did, because that was my platform only platform for a good few years. It taught me how to mix like different subgenres of D&B and really find my sound. And each month you're digging for new tunes. It really, really builds you as a DJ. And then it also really like helps you connect with other artists. So, like even Liam Enta, he's guested on one of my shows, like even before DRKNET days, even before we started doing back-to-backs. It's really good to connect with other artists and stuff. But what about you, Liam?
When I started doing Cool, it was lots of fun to play a lot of music that you otherwise would never hear on like Radio 1 or Kiss. Like a lot of like the underground artists that were in sort of like my kind of level. People like Kai, Para, a lot of the artists that were we all sort of breaking through at the same time, but because our music was quite harshly mixed and quite aggressive, you wouldn't hear it on like, you'd very rarely hear that on like primetime radio. So it was a good chance to like champion that. And I think like where I've got to now doing Neuro, there's not really many other artists spinning Neuro on Cool FM.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've kind of like scratched that itch and like filled that space on there, which is quite nice. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like create some territory for yourself. Like
Yeah.
bit of a proving ground for new tracks or different artists.
Yeah.
Because
Because a lot of artists have like come through playing Neurofunk on Cool FM, but it kind of comes in waves. Because at one point we both had a show on there.
Yeah.
I think Virus at one point had a takeover
They
on
did,
there.
yeah.
But at the moment it feels like it's just me and like a couple others.
Yeah.
Compared
It's
to
good
like
though, 'cause you've got your niche, you've got your little area of people there. You can really, really build on that. And I don't know how I was doing 2 radio shows a month. At one point, I was doing
a lot of
data
work.
and Call.
That's a commitment.
I was burning out, so I just
Yeah.
unfortunately dropped Call, even though it was wicked to be a part of it. But I stood with my loyalty was with data transmission. But both were wicked, and it was just great on both platforms just to build and have fun with it.
I guess also like cool to have something that you can offer to other people beyond being a DJ and a producer. Like it's a way that you can in your own way shape the culture, bring people together, collaborate.
Yeah.
Like,
That's it, 100%.
yeah.
it's nice to shout out and like talk about what you like about that particular track as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely still think like radio has a role like for it's that kind of old school like tastemaker concept.
100%.
You know, I think you get so much more insight into someone's selection, like their likes, dislikes.
Yeah.
Beyond just the shows that you get to see
That's
them
it.
play.
And
Like, does that resonate with you guys?
100%. And I think radio is really, really underrated tool to have as a DJ these days. It's all short form content, all 30 seconds. But you need to know how to build a set and actually take your listeners or the ravers on a journey. It can't just be like disjointed double drops all the time. I think radio really offers you a platform to teach yourself how to do that sort of thing. And I think it's really underrated because it doesn't really give like instant gratification, whereas short form content does, but people forget it's super important to have, you know, the solid foundations. You know what I'm trying to say?
Well
Yeah.
Almost like a space where you can be like confident in your decisions.
100%,
And you're maybe not having an instant crowd reaction or trying to be something to get a result. You can just be you.
Yeah.
Because there is no crowd. It's just
you.
the Rinse FM camera.
Yeah.
So everyone bangs their head on.
Is this like a regular thing that I don't know about? Like,
To be fair, this was in the old Cool FM studios where it was like this dark room, and they had this. It was like a Blackmagic 4K suspended in the darkness. Every DJ and MC that's walked through there has smacked their head on it, like me included, because you just don't see
that's a rite of passage. Like this is the stuff that
That
people
is your
don't
crowd.
know about. Like you've now joined a list of people that have like smacked their head on the camera.
Yeah. But it's interesting, like DJ, and then you don't have the crowd there. You don't actually see like the chat room or anything. So it's just kind of you and the music that you're playing, and it's kind of freeing in a way.
I love that. It's just no pressure, just fun, and just expressing yourself as a DJ.
Yeah.
And hopefully get more people on board with the music that you like and enjoy, and playing what you want, and hopefully people resonate with that.
How do you both think that you might be different as DJs if you hadn't had that radio experience? If you hadn't had that space to kind of be you?
I don't actually know. That was my little haven to build myself as a drum and bass DJ was radio. Before, like I said before, even before I had live shows, that was my thing. I don't even know. I think that's
It's so like integral
I
to
don't
who
know.
you are.
Yeah, 100%.
I think I'd be paying a lot less attention to the intros and the second drops of a lot of tracks.
Yeah.
Because with radio, I try and like play the track out a bit longer,
Let it have its moment.
talk about it, and then bring in the next one. Whereas live, it's a bit faster.
Double
Yeah.
drop.
How do you both feel about that? Almost like that kind of arms race of BPM and double drops and like drop to drop. Like for the people who are watching, tell us a bit about your kind of philosophy, like mixing these days.
I love all styles of mixing. There's not a lot of. I mean, I say that with a pinch of salt. There's some. If it's like, you know, 3 minutes build up and then like 30 seconds drop, for me that's not really enough.
No, it's quite unbalanced.
Yeah, and I
isn't it?
think
Like,
too many switches on the drop, it just kind of becomes a bit disjointed.
people
whereas
can't get a, like, you can't dance to
Yeah.
that. It's like stop, start, stop, start.
Yeah.
People can't get into it, sort of thing. I think.
whereas like lots of tunes mixed for like an extended amount of time, like if it's drop after drop, that I kind of fuck with because it's constant energy and dancing. Whereas if it's like two stop and start, you know,
And I guess that the
feel like-
types of shows that you guys are playing these days, like that's kind of what's required and expected.
Kinda. Actually, I don't know. I think with neuro crowds, people are happy to keep on dancing. They do appreciate like
Yeah.
a breakdown and then like a build up. But if you're gonna like roll it out for like 7 tunes without a breakdown, people seem quite like receptive to that.
Yeah, I do think a breakdown is needed. Maybe a few in a set.
Yeah.
If it's constantly just bang, 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 you need breathers. And then
Yeah.
I am a sucker for like big atmospheric, cinematic, like
Yeah.
breakdowns. You need a couple
Yeah,
in
yeah,
there,
yeah.
very prolix, sort of Noisia-esque ones. I love them, and I think that really, really just takes you on a journey. But instead of just like drop, 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 you just need a couple of breathers in the set. Just I don't know, it really builds
Yeah.
the atmosphere a bit more. I think.
Catches everyone's attention.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hands up moments.
I'm with you. I love those as well. I know like Nothing Matters, like that Noisia remix. Like
Absolute
that's
banger.
one of your favourites, right? And like
Yes.
that for me is like one of those like pinnacle atmospheric
Yeah.
like build up tracks.
Oh, I love that tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could play that every set, I would.
You raise my eyes from the shadows. If this ain't love, nothing matters. Nothing matters. Nothing matters. If this ain't love, nothing matters.
Have that on loop for 60 minutes.
Yeah.
Because it make your
Just
life a bit easier.
Keep reloading.
No more time in record box.
Yeah.
Like, no more beat gridding. Just yeah.
Noisia of the royalties are like, yeah, come on.
What else is it about that track that you love apart from the sort of atmosphere and the build of it?
I just love it. Well, for one, it's Skin from Skunk and Nancy's, and isn't she doing the vocals?
yeah.
That to me, that crossover is so cool, and also that resonates with me because of the rock crossover. Because I come from a rock background, DJing wise. That to me was just wicked altogether. But it's just how raw and emotional that tune is, and like. It's just a great ending tune, I think, and I'm a sucker for like the old school sounding Noisia stuff as well. I like the raw and grittiness of it all.
I think we all are.
Yeah,
Here,
yeah.
there's something very special about that kind of time period in music
Yeah.
for me anyway, where like a lot of boundaries being pushed and people
Yeah.
were figuring stuff out. Like
Yeah.
it felt quite scrappy.
Bit of a
Bad
Wild West.
Company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love Bad Company.
What about you, Liam? And like, I've seen a few different tracks that you've talked about online, like things that resonate with you. But like, what maybe is your kind of like soul D&B track?
Oh God, that's a big question.
And you can't say Conflict Messiah because you guys have already spoken about that, and like we all know how
Yeah.
iconic that one is.
There's quite a few different tracks, but if I had to like pluck one out of
What comes to mind? Like,
Telekinesis, I think it's Polaris.
okay,
It's an old one from Telekinesis that came out on Bad Taste. I can't remember what year, maybe like 2011. It's just it's not like an anthem or anything, you know. It's not like a chart topper with like a really iconic intro. But the actual track itself is just flawless, and I think they've got like this kind of like Messiah, where they have this really sort of ghostly vocal over these pads, and it's just those chords that they used in that progression just does something to me. Because I could be sat at home or on my way to work, or like in the gym, or in any sort of emotional state. If I put that track on, it kind of like stabilizes me in a weird way.
interesting.
I don't know what it is. I think it's quite eerie sounding.
And like stabilizing, that's like an interesting word. Tell us a bit more about that. Is it because, I don't know, it draws you in, or
It's because it kind of reminds me of why I kind of like love this music, because the way it makes me feel, and it kind of makes me think of a place, almost something really dystopian and kind of like the Steelyard.
Yeah.
so what kind of unlocking your imagination a bit?
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah.
Because I kind of imagine like, you know, a big sort of like dystopian city when I hear it, and it just like sparks that imagination.
When I think this is a really interesting topic, like, because everyone's experience of this is different. When they listen to music, like different things going on in your brain, different things going on with your body. Some people have that like hair standing up reaction. Some people don't. Like when you listen to, I don't know, yeah, let's just say that Noisy Remix smell. Like, what are you thinking about, and what are you feeling when you listen to a track?
I get
like
palpitations when I listen to that track in a
Do
good
you?
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I can't listen to
So
that. I won't be able to listen to that near
You can consciously
bedtime.
feel your heart rate like spiking. Yeah.
100%. I could just get like adrenaline rushes when I listen to that tune. I just love
Yeah.
it. I don't know, it just does something to me.
Yeah, it's goosebumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy how music can do that. It's like just actual physical symptoms.
Or not. Like there's a friend of mine who I was speaking with, and I just realised music's not really a part of their life, and they don't really get that sort of physical reaction.
That's crazy to me.
Which right, like I
Yeah.
guess the sort of all of the time we spend involved in music, like it's, you know, you wouldn't really have that. That would be an anomaly. But it's just weird. It almost feels like a sense that's missing or something.
Yeah. I can't even think or relate to not being like that with music, having like those intense like feelings and stuff with music. I just, people don't get that, really.
Yeah.
Unless there's something else that might trigger those feelings, like
Yeah.
Quite probably. I mean, like I think this
Like
person,
food.
like they're really into food and art and stuff,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
for whatever reason, they
Oh,
they don't
okay.
have that connection.
yeah.
Yeah. It's weird to kind of almost take that for granted, but
Yeah.
I think this is a good time to kind of almost like turn the clock back and think back to some of like, I'd love to hear more about some of your first experiences with music that were really memorable. I know you've spoken about some of these before, but you know, we've got the podcast. We can really dig into it beyond just like a Twitter post or whatever it might be. So Mel, do you want to tell us about a track? It doesn't have to be a drum bass track, but a track that you remember, like when you were younger, that really like captured your imagination.
Oh, without sounding like such a grunger, Linkin Park in the end.
Yes, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That to me was just like the gateway to like my rock and metal roots. And once I started to listen to Linkin Park, I started listening to Limp Bizkit, Korn, all that good stuff. And that to me, that
Bit
song,
of a new metal era.
oh hell, 100%. And I think that to me was like the start of like becoming like me as a person. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like having my own individuality. But yeah, my mind's gone blank, sorry.
No, like that resonates with me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it does with you guys, but I kind of feel like every generation, like they want something they can latch onto, like especially like you're trying to figure out who you are and what kind of person you want to be. It feels like a good place to start, you know, something that for whatever reason feels meaningful to you. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, 100%. And I think how old? I've shown my age now. How old was I when that come out? Probably about 9 or 10. And then I just took that. That was just like a thing for life. I just took it with me, and that's how actually rock and metal was how I got into DJing in the first place. Like DJing in dive bars in Camden, Download Festival, Slam Dunk Festival, all of that stuff. That I wasn't a drum and bass head to start with. That was what my first like true love with music was rock and metal. So yeah.
What do you think is maybe the sort of like shared DNA between the two genres? Like there's got to be some qualities there that have led you down this path.
It's interesting because with Neurofunk there definitely is a lot of metalheads in there, like with the ravers and stuff. I noticed there's definitely like a direct correlation between the two.
Absolutely.
I think it's just like the intensity and the rawness of it, and I feel like a lot of people, especially in Neurofunk, we're like the outcasts, and that's definitely like the same thing in rock and metal. I've noticed it definitely overlaps. People have that sort of music for like a sense of belonging, and it's definitely like there's a parallel,
community, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you know when you go to like a rock concert and you see like everyone wearing their patch jackets and stuff like that.
Exactly,
It kind of
yeah.
feels like a similar sort of thing,
Yeah.
but maybe we just haven't evolved like as big a fashion sense.
Yeah.
Like, with the drum and bass, we're all still stuck on the black t-shirt.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's just
You
like
can't wear
rock
anything else.
Yeah, that's our uniform. It's like in cartoons when you open the cupboard, it's just black t-shirts and the coat. But if that's the same with rock, though, that's the same with rock though. Like everyone's just dressed in black, boots, leather jacket. I still wear that now.
And band t-shirts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Were you like a Kerrang enjoyer as well back in the day?
Yeah.
I was too.
Yeah,
like,
Kerrang, Metal Hammer, all of that. Loved it.
yeah. I saw the other day that MTV had like, I don't know if they had either stopped or put a date to stop their sort of music video broadcasts. And
I think that's stopped now.
Yeah, that
Is
was
it
that was
stopped?
Yeah,
recent.
it's terrible.
R.I.P.
I know that things have changed, but it just felt like such an end of an era.
Yeah.
'Cause that was such a like a cultural force when I
Yeah,
was growing
100%.
up.
Like when I was younger, I think I wouldn't have the music taste I have now if it wasn't for music channels, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like I remember just as a kid, be flicking through like as well as cartoons, be flicking through the music channels, just being like, oh, what's this? Or what's that? Like really, like digging into that. I don't know how.
When scrolling was fun.
Yeah, when doom scrolling was fun,
Yeah.
it was the music channel.
Doing metal scrolling.
or even like pre-scrolling.
Doom scrolling.
Like, scrolling didn't even exist back then.
Yeah.
It was flicking back then.
What about you, Liam? Like what were you into when you were younger? What were you listening to? What were you watching?
Before I had like my first like iPod, I think my main connection with music was through video games. And by video games I mean Shadow of the Hedgehog on PS2.
Oh yeah.
Track 1.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the Sonic games in particular, they, especially the latest sort of, well, not later, but like mid 2000s Sonic games, they had a lot of drum and bass infused with rock, metal, and like electro, just dance music in general, infused with rock. And you know, before I was on like watching MTV or like digging through the depths of YouTube, I was figuring out how to just download the soundtracks from these games onto my like little Sony Walkman. You had to like download an app for your phone, then get LimeWire,
Oh,
or
God,
like YouTube
LimeWire.
convert the tracks to put them onto the LimeWire, or put them onto the software, then convert them to put them on your phone. It was just such like a mission just to get this
That's
track.
a labour of love.
Yeah, that was the length I was
to get
willing to go
those.
to, instead of just buying a track on iTunes like everyone else did.
Yeah. LimeWire was a thing, eh?
Yeah. But yeah, it was those sort of like mid 2000s PS2 video games in general.
Yeah.
Other stuff like the Tony Hawk's games
Yeah.
as well, where they had a
They
lot
had
of
great
like,
soundtracks.
grunge,
Yeah, yeah.
hip hop, and just like a really nice range of sort of underground music to get into. I feel like that kind of laid the foundation of what I was going to get into like later in life.
Did you play any of the SSX games?
I still do.
Just about
Yeah.
to say
Yeah.
that.
Those
They had
games
some
were so
banging
good.
soundtracks.
Yeah.
SSX Tricky was
Yeah.
top draw.
Yeah.
I'm still playing SSX3 on my laptop.
Yeah.
Emulation,
Yeah.
baby.
They had some wicked tunes on there.
Oh, that's so good. And
Yeah.
like one thing that I noticed, like looking back at some of those track lists, like a lot of remixes that at that time, like I wouldn't be able to find that
Yeah.
at like, God, like an HMV or
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
Wasn't there
really
a
showing my age there. But
wasn't there an Aphrodite tune on?
there is
I
an
think so.
SSX3. Yeah.
Hey.
I remember.
yeah, but like I don't know, it just felt like almost like peering into this remix culture world that I wasn't really familiar with at that point in my life. Do you feel that sort of video game DNA is that influenced like your sound design then and your approach to production?
Definitely.
Yeah,
I think-
tell us a bit about that.
I didn't really see it like in my earlier stuff I was making when I was doing more like jump off and a bit of jungle, but I can definitely see it now, because now I go back and listen to those soundtracks because they're all on Spotify now.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic.
It's kind of come like full circle.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, that's where I got that idea for that tune. I used to play a lot of DDR dances, the dance mat games.
yeah.
I was that kid in the arcade who would smash out all of like the expert levels.
Oh, God.
Just turn up on my own with a bag of coins. I'm like, that's me done for a Sunday. But all of the
I'm gonna need to see this in person at some point.
Oh,
we need to find.
they used
There's
to
no
be-
arcade down the road from here.
yeah, let's go.
How much time we got? Let's have a
Yeah,
look.
I used to have like the mats taped to the floor. But on those games, you'd have a lot of slightly faster music, like 200 BPM, like a lot of hardcore. The stuff that like Mandy Dextrous is putting out now
Right,
it was
kind
on
of
those
jungle
games.
type stuff.
Plus, they would have jungle tracks from like Shy FX and stuff on there, and like some DJ Fresh bits and pieces. So there was a lot of like drum and bass DNA just kind of like in there already. And I think that whole sort of rave scene, which is kind of a weird way to get into dance music, because usually people get into dance music through going to raves, but I was only like 9, 10 or 11, so I wasn't old
really
enough to have
an
even been
option.
near it. Yeah.
Now that resonates with me. Like, you know, played a lot of video games growing up, and have you guys seen this whole like PS1 jungle like resurgence now?
Yeah.
Like, I guess people have got to a
whole
certain
thing.
age where like stuff becomes nostalgic, and people are like yearning for the sounds of their childhood and stuff.
Yeah.
Shout out to
But
Wipeout.
Yeah, exactly. Like that whole like kind of like slightly lo-fi sounding jungle that was like in so many games is like coming back in a big way.
It's a whole aesthetic now.
Definitely.
Like even fashion wise as well, with like the resurgence of like Y2K.
Yeah. But interesting that kind of like a dance game was something that like captured your imagination, because like the driving games, like I feel like that's like well trodden ground, but that's quite interesting. Because
it was just
a
a whole
little bit more of a connection to.
Yeah, and I think plus because I was a drummer when I was back in school, and it was a rhythm game, so it kind of helped my sense of rhythm, like being a musician as well. And plus, it was just fun to do because you're just like stomping your feet, but it's in time, so you are dancing, so to speak. You're not having a seizure. Despite what it looks like.
Well, I'll reserve judgment till I see you do it in person. Like, is it like riding a bike? Do you reckon you've still got it?
Muscle memory.
No. Yeah. Not anymore. Because back then I was
How many
smaller.
beers do you think you need to get
No,
back into
no
the
alcohol. No, I need Red Bull, man.
I'll go to the bar.
No, we're gonna have to see this at some point.
Yeah.
Probably not on the podcast, but yeah.
Maybe next door.
That's funny.
Yeah. The teeth.
And even going to like an arcade, it kind of feels like going to a rave almost. It's this
Yeah.
big, dark room with flashing lights and just music everywhere and just madness going on.
Overstimulating.
Yeah,
in
I
some
found
ways.
it quite the opposite.
Really?
I'd walk into a really crazy arcade and I'd be like,
And
I'm
relax.
so glad I'm out of my quiet house.
Tell us a bit more about like other tracks from that era then, Mel. So like, what was that bridge then between the rock and metal stuff that you're listening to and then getting into D&B?
I've always been into like the Prodigy and like hard hitting dance like that, but I feel like the crossroad for me was, and this is the same for a lot of people I think that got into D&B, it was chasing status. Jason
Status.
Don't make me trip up more. Chasing Status, More Than a Lot album, and Pendulum, Hold Your Collar. I can't even talk now.
Hold Your Collar.
Let's start again. Right. So the crossover for me was Chasing Status, More Than a Lot, and Pendulum, Hold Your Collar. I wasn't me directly listening to it going, I want to listen to that. It was just friends that had it back in the day on their phone playing it. I'm like, what is this sort of situation?
Were you getting tracks Bluetooth to you?
Yes,
like,
that's how back in the day it was,
Yeah.
Sony Ericsson's. And I was just like, what is this? And like the more I got into it, like got into like Sub Focus and stuff like that. Because I think once I like something like ADHD, I want to know it all. So that was like that was the moment that made me like dive into D&B, was those gateway artists like Chasing Status and Pendulum, and obviously you've always liked the Prodigy. So I've had quite a broad taste in music anyway, but that was just even makes it even broader.
What was it like? Hold Your Color, like that's a special album for
Yeah.
me. Like that was one of the first like drum bass albums that I bought and like just rinsed like when I was younger. What was it about that drew you in and was like, I need more of this? Can you kind of put a particular quality to it, or tell us a bit about that?
There was just something rocky about it. So for me, it was quite accessible, and just the energy of it. There's just so many good tunes on it. It's wall to wall banger, and I think it's just a really consistent album. And I thought it just it was just drawn to it.
That's interesting. So
It hit the spot.
It hit the spot.
It felt accessible, not too far away from stuff that you already liked,
exactly.
but was also almost
brand
like
new. Yeah.
brand new.
Yeah.
So do you think that would have been as successful like a crossover if you'd maybe been listening to the more like weirder sounds in drum bass these days, or would that have
Probably
been
not.
too much of a stretch?
Like me in 2007 or 8, whatever year it was, probably like, what the hell is this? But I think once you dip your toes in, you listen to that, you're like, right, what's the next thing? And you kind of get more into it. And I think the key is with music is just liking what you like, not what's socially acceptable. And I think as time's gone on, I've just started to be like, I like this. And I've gone deeper into things like neuro, like, you know what I'm trying to say.
like roads branch out and
That's
divide.
it, yeah.
everyone starts maybe listening at home, listening to music in video games, all different sources. Like they're discovering the music that they like. But then there's a moment where you cross over into the real world and you start hearing it out and about. Liam, I heard on the grapevine that you were big into the under-18s raves when you were younger.
So careful how you clip that, because that sounds like you're big into under-18s.
Don't worry, the edit will be generous. We're not trying to paint you in a bad light. But
God, this was the Andrew Tate podcast.
But no, like when you were younger, but like that was something that you were doing, right? Like,
yes.
Tell us a bit about that.
I was lucky enough to be of that generation where we had under-18s raves to go to.
So
we were under 18.
No.
Yeah,
right?
but they are still a thing, but these would go on all night.
Yeah.
And there was a place around the corner from here, the Coronet, where they used to have LGC, which was like 16 plus. Well, 16 to 18. But I remember the first rave I ever went to was like Chasing Status, Cameron Crooked, Friction, Biometrics, bunch of other people who I can't remember, because this is like 2011. So sort of like the peak of like
names,
UK.
like this is a proper event,
like
and it's
serious
going all
money.
night.
yeah. And like, you know, you didn't have to be 18 to go. You could just, you know,
Wait,
a lot
that
of
was
my
an
friends-
under-18s rave?
Yeah. And it would go...
These were not like the under-18 raves that were available to me in like Milton
No.
Keynes.
Yeah.
But the phone parties.
Maybe there'd be like an appearance from like a Geordie Shore person.
Yeah.
That's
They were
wicked.
massive as well. And it continued after that. We had the BPM jump up nights in like Club Coliseum. Kyle's nodding. You know.
Shout out, Kyle.
Yeah. And that would be... I didn't know as many of the artists on those because I was still quite new to the jump up drum and bass scene. But in there, he was getting like, you know, Hazard, Original Sin, Taxman, like all of like the jump up greats, but obviously it's under 18s and it would run all night, so like 10 till 6 a.m.
That's crazy.
And a good system as well. Like,
oh yeah, there's all the actual like you know nightclubs that all the grown-ups would get.
That's so interesting.
So it's the full rave experience, just minus the bar, basically. Not minus everything else.
But you got to have that, like, I guess there's a moment, and anyone who's been to a rave, they suddenly have that like physical connection with the music, like on a big system.
Yeah.
You can hear like how the music's really been designed to be played.
Yeah.
You hear it in its proper like habitat.
Yeah.
So,
at the proper like time of night as well. And like looking back on it, like it's amazing that we had that. But then also it's you're putting teenagers out on the street at like, you know, 10 p.m, 6 a.m, which I can see why they were why they had so much like so many issues with their licensing, because it is kind of dangerous if you're not an adult and you're out at those times of night. It kind of, you know, it sets people up to be in dangerous places and situations they don't want to be in.
But a fortunate thing for you to experience, and like probably quite a unique thing.
Yeah, I'd bring it back definitely. But I think now they have under 18s raves, but I think they're just during the day or in the early evening, which is
probably
fine.
easier to manage.
Yeah, as long as they got some in.
Enters under 18.
So as a bright-eyed 16-year-old, like, how did that make you feel, like suddenly being assaulted by this massive like force of music?
Yeah, I was like, dang, this is amazing. Like, how have I, you know, because it was 16 to 18, but people were going from when they were age 14. I wish I'd started going earlier, but it wasn't until I went to my first squat party where things kind of really
tell us about that. Like, tell us the story of the first squat party.
This was 2012. I had some friends that were like actively going to these squat parties, and I hadn't seen them, but I'd seen evidence of them on social media, because you don't see like the Facebook events because they're all like invite only, and you might see the odd picture of someone holding a balloon in a warehouse, and I'm just like, what is this? But I want to go.
The secret world.
Yeah. So we went to this. It was a dystopia party, and me and my pal who'd never been before, we was like, oh, let's go. We'll go with a big group of friends. So you meet them at East Croydon at like midnight, and then you get the train all the way up to Brent Cross, which, you know, I was like 17 at the of I had no idea which part of London
regardless what part of London.
This is pre-night tube as well. So we wrote our fucking birth dates on my bedroom wall just in case you didn't come back.
Oh my god. Something about like Stranger Things or something.
Yeah. It's just like Liam was here. So we get to this. We're traveling for ages and ages, because you get off the train and then you're walking along the dual carriageway for like half an hour. None of us had iPhones either. I just had a little Sony Walkman, you just had to call the number and they'll give you a postcode.
So you feel much more disconnected.
Yes, but luckily I was with a group that were like seasoned party goers, so they were just like, oh yeah, it's this way, we know where we're going. Then you turn off this road and you walk into this like industrial estate. You're weaving in and out of these warehouses, and then suddenly you come to this one warehouse and you see this guy with like long hair, and he's got like a dressed in all black, standing by the gate, looking really shifty. And then you walk up to the gate and he just opens it, and then in we go, and you see this tiny little like queue of crusties stood outside this warehouse. Oh,
like a beacon.
Oh, we found it, guys.
We're in the right place.
There's a guy with the hula hoops.
What was the venue for it? Was it like a warehouse or something? Or?
Yeah, just a warehouse next to the dual carriageway in Brent Cross. And you go inside. Music hasn't started yet. Everyone's sitting down, so it's very like I didn't
sitting down.
Yeah, because it hadn't started yet. Okay. So everyone's just sat around getting on it.
Like got a school assembly or something. Like.
Maybe like the free party version. Because it's like you're not going to stand. You can just sit down and just have your balloon. But they're still building the stages at this point and putting the lights up, because you underestimate how DIY these parties actually are. So these people are like building one of the rigs on one side of the room. On the other side of the room, there's another stage. So it's like there's a lot of sound clash, but it's just you just kind of crack on. And then there's another room upstairs plus a chill out room at the bottom of the stairs. And then all of a sudden they turn the lights off and turn the £10 disco lights on. But with the really expensive sounding rigs, they turn all those on, the DJs start playing, and then it was like a mixture of like hard tech, psytrance, bit of garage, and then upstairs they had like a little jungle room upstairs, which was fucking sick, because it was like I'd never been to like a rave in like an office, because the rest of the warehouse was just a warehouse, and you had like the office upstairs, but they'd obviously gotten rid of like all the desks and the computers and
spinny chairs.
No spinny chairs left, but carpeted floors, which I was like, oh, I can just sit on the floor and it's carpet, like it's lovely.
God.
But yeah, it was interesting. It was quite like a culture shock to be in that environment and see people kind of taking this rave music that I'd been experiencing on up until that point in like very safe ways, going to like licensed nights and listening at home on my computer or with friends at school, like house parties and stuff. Whereas this was like quite a dangerous place where people are, just hoovering whatever substances in front of them, but really letting
sort of controlled
really,
place
absolutely letting loose in front of, absolutely letting loose to this music that they love.
Yeah.
But there's kind of like an air of danger about it as well, because you don't know who is around you. You don't know what could really happen. Because a lot of my friends unfortunately ended up in like quite bad situations at these parties, and I was extremely lucky to have not had trouble.
And what kind of impression did that leave on you?
I was like, I don't know if it was because of the way I looked or just the way I behaved, but I managed to just avoid trouble. And I was like, but in a way, it kind of teaches you to be street smart.
Yeah.
Not to like attract attention.
I was thinking something like that would.
Not to annoy people, and to kind of understand who the predators are in these sorts of environments.
The weirdos.
Yeah. And it teaches you something different about the music as well, because then it kind of reminds you that this music came from the underground. Not everyone is your friend in these environments.
Yeah, so a bit of a trial by fire, kind of to get your bearings.
Yeah.
Because there is like a skill set and an etiquette to like navigating these environments, isn't there? And like, I don't know, maybe just because of what's happened in recent times with like COVID and almost that break of like a baton pass between generations. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but it feels like
it definitely has.
Feels like there's been a bit of a, I don't know,
destabilized.
A disruption.
Yeah.
Have you guys noticed that? Like,
yeah, I think I do feel for the younger generation, because say if you were 15, 16 during COVID and you come out 18, 19, you've not actually gone to a club or a rave, or you've missed out on those really integral years. And I think if you've not experienced something, then you probably don't feel the need to do it. And I think that's probably one of the big declines in why nightlife is on its arse at the minute. Obviously there's multiple factors as to why, but I think that's probably one of them. I think they've never been shown this sort of what Liam's explaining.
Yeah.
so they've just never felt the need. And I think a lot of people, especially after COVID, I think it's just fucked with people's heads. They're just too scared to go and do things. Everyone's got social anxiety.
Tell us, Mel, like a few more of the positive things that like nightlife gave you as like a young adult. Like some of the really like positive things that it gave you.
Friends.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
No, I think for me, I think growing up, I had a bit of a turbulent time, like with like family and stuff like that. And I think going out with my friends and nightlife, whether it was a rock concert or a rave or just going out, it gave me an outlet and it gave me something to look forward to. And it really like broadened my taste of music. It was really difficult back then because you didn't have Shazam. You were like, what is that song? It's got no words in it. But
you had to work for the idea.
Yeah, you had to work for it.
Yeah.
It was just a release as well. I lived for it. And for me, like I say, no matter if it was like a rock concert or a rave or just going out, it was just, I loved it. And I don't know what I'd be like now if I didn't have those integral years.
Tell us a bit more about that, like connecting with people, going to different events. Like,
100%.
What was that like for you?
Yeah, I think even growing up where I was in Gravesend, in my hometown, I'm still friends with the people I used to go out with back then. That's like 15, 16 years ago. And you know, you meet some friends for life, you meet some like characters, and even like fast forward to now, I think, well, me and you met at a Virus, didn't we? You just really...
So many people meet at Virus.
Yeah,
I feel like it's the
really
sort of
is a
origin
hub.
point of so
Yeah.
many different things.
Yeah. I think without all of that, what would I be doing, you know?
I don't know. Yeah, probably not releasing an EP.
3 plates for a tenner.
Not anymore.
About 20 quid inflation. I even just like festivals as well. That's how I met Matt Optical. It was at Boomtown. I didn't even know even before that I met him at Fabric. We were both DJing, and I just introduced myself. I was like, it's Optical. Got up there and introduced myself. Did that, left it, didn't really speak otherwise. And then he come to watch my set at Boomtown, didn't even realise. And then he come up to me afterwards. He's like, we've got to book you for Virus. Like, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I've been wanting to do that for ages. This is great. But yeah, like back to the main point, I think it's just a big part of our lives, I think, nightlife. And I think it's really sad to see it's on its arse at the minute with lack of funding, like low numbers, just everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting what you're talking about there with Matt, because like so many stories like this, I think a lot of people, especially grassroots DJs, they think maybe there's some like system that they need to crack. But I think that's a good example of, you know, you put yourself out there, you had a set, you're playing it, and there was just something spontaneous that happened. It required a bit of guts for you to go up and introduce yourself. And
about 5 gin and tonics, but yeah.
But you did it, right? And then, you know, these things can start to happen.
I think things like that, putting yourself out there is, for me, it was key to what I'm doing now. And I think a lot of people are either too scared or put all their like eggs in the content basket, or if I put loads of content out, I'll get discovered. But I think it takes a lot to actually personally go up to someone and just show face and, you know, make yourself visible. I think with even data transmission, RAM, technically Virus, I guess, all those really integral things for me, I reached out myself. So without doing that, I don't know what I would be doing. And I think if anyone is a bit too scared about reaching out, you just got, what's the worst that's going to happen? They'll say no or ignore you, and you just move on. That's why it's really important.
I guess it can seem intimidating, like especially
100%.
You know, if you really respect and look up to these different brands and labels.
I get it, yeah.
And it can be hard maybe to see the people behind them beyond like iconic artwork and tunes that you love. But at the end of the day, they are just people behind, you know, human beings.
Just have a drink and that worked for me.
And next thing you know, like you're doing karaoke with Matt.
Oh my God. Right, we're getting into that, are we?
We're now getting to the good section, the really good section of the podcast. And a question I'm going to ask is, who's the best karaoke singer between you two?
Oh, definitely.
You did sing Grease.
Did I?
With Annie.
I don't remember that.
I don't think any of us remember a lot of them.
No. Carl, you're coming with us this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of context for anyone listening. We went to a karaoke room for my birthday last year. Me, you, who else? Annie.
Paul was there.
Paul Inside Info and Matt Obstacle. going to try and drag the Killbox lads this time and see
Yeah.
how that pans out.
Yeah.
Okay, so see what kind of vocal chops they got.
we did Slipknot.
We
and I was
did.
like, oh, this will be easy. It's just
It was
shouting.
very screamy
Nice.
karaoke.
Michael
Yeah.
Social,
Honestly.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this is actually seriously challenging. So respect to all of the vocalists, metal vocalists.
Yeah, it was
'cause
a bit of a strain
my
on the
throat-
elbow.
I was trying to like drink and then sing, and my throat was just by the end.
I don't think anyone was in there to be talented at that point.
Oh, mate, I was ruined by the end.
Oh, it was such a laugh though.
I heard you were having a little mini karaoke session at Pirate the other day when you're playing some of the EP tunes.
Oh yeah.
Do you want
Sorry.
to tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, which one? Which one
Kill
was the?
code.
Oh, what were we singing?
There seems to be a bit of a trend of D&B a cappella like moments
Yeah.
happening recently. Like you remember Annie with like the Chub Rub a cappella on the beach.
So gutted I missed this. Oh.
We could hear it from a distance, and it's just
Yeah.
like. Bop, 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 bop.
Yeah, there was a drum bass karaoke thing at Hospitality on
Yeah,
the
a bit
Beach
of
this year,
context.
and I don't know if this was supposed to be a serious one or not. We heard some very good vocalists,
Yep.
and then
Here comes Annie.
Annie went charging
And then you
in
heard really good.
to do Chub Rub a cappella. Yeah.
She's through to judge's house. She's great.
If you guys had to do an a cappella and you can't choose your own tunes, we were already talking about that one. What would you go for a D&B a cappella?
Oh,
If we were able to apply a bit more peer pressure and get you up on stage.
There's good tunes to do.
But it
doesn't
doesn't
have to be like that
quite
for.
nice to actually do an acapella. Conflict.
Yeah, like being
That easy,
in
just
the
one note.
dentist chair.
what do
That'd
I
be a good
do?
one.
Going up in an elevator.
Oh,
What about you, Mel?
I don't know. Mr. Happy, go on. For satire reasons. Wap, wap, wap. Wap, 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 wap. That's going to be the square for Instagram, isn't it? Wap. Just cut to that. Embarrass me, it's fine.
That's so good. Yeah, but I don't know. Like the Killbox guys, we were talking about this. Like music is fun. You know, like I think it's great that we have all this random stuff that happens in our scene. I think that's one of the
Oh, I
reasons
love
why
it.
I like it.
Yeah.
You know, like we can be very serious about the music that we like, but also there are lots of unserious moments.
Yeah.
I think outside of like producing and DJing, what I love about Neuro is there's hardly any, if any, ego. There's no ego. It's all just a bunch of nerds in the best way. And
Yeah.
like, if you go into other subgenres of D&B, like, I'm not going to mention any names, but especially with dance
You don't want to
floor,
start some beef.
listen up, everyone. No,
You know what?
I've come here to stir the pot. Because I used to DJ dance floor as well. I just from my experience, there is a bit more ego in that subgenre. As of
Why do you think
compared
that is?
I don't know. I think
Or what do you think it is about Neuro that makes it?
I think with
different?
Neuro there isn't much money in it, and I think there isn't much airtime or like exposure in the big D&B realm. So I think if you're in it, you have to love it. It's not very ego or like fame hungry driven. Whereas I think in a lot of other areas, people, especially with dance floor, I think there's this copy and paste formula. I think people are trying to copy
You're making all this.
that, and then like, if I make a tune like Sub Focus, which you can't, Sub Focus is Sub Focus. You're never gonna be Sub Focus. But people, I observe following that formula, thinking if I do that, I'll get Radio 1 plays, I'll do this. It's a bit more calculated, I find. With Neuro, it's just you have to love it to do it. That's my observation.
And what about
Don't
you?
cancel me. I don't hate dance floor.
Yeah.
Well, no, like I don't think anyone would think that. Like
Yeah.
you know that was part of your journey.
Yeah.
You know, and like part of your producer journey
Yeah.
as well. And like it's
Yeah.
you know, I guess it's just differences that you've observed
Yeah,
between the scenes and,
Yeah.
and why you love Neuro.
yeah.
Yeah. And what about you, Liam?
Yeah, I kind of agree. Because I guess from my perspective, I've come from the more sort of jump up background, which, you know, there was huge underground. There was like parts of the scene where no one was making any money, but the ego was still kind of there. I'm not going to lie. Not throwing any shade. But I think crossing over into Neurofunk, I think I felt a little bit more like I could be myself. I felt like this isn't like the fault of, you know, other artists or like it's only my own fault really. But I felt like a bit of an outcast within the jump up scene. Maybe it didn't seem like that on the outside, and maybe other people didn't see it that way. But that's kind of like how I perceived myself.
Why do you think that was? Why do you think you felt that way?
Maybe because of the way that I made jump up, because I always wanted to make neuro, and I feel like with a lot of jump up, I would have to kind of hold myself back a little bit, even, you know, with the way I make tunes, or even at the gigs with the tracks that I would be playing. It's kind of I had to sort of fit a certain style to kind of like play to the crowd, but so much so that I'd kind of have to play tunes, you know, to make the gig work, to make it happen.
I see you nodding your head as well. Is that the case for you? With
it was
dance floor?
complete parallel.
Yeah.
When I got booked for dance floor gigs, again, I'd open for Sub Focus or Chase and Status and stuff. I really had to rein it in because you don't want to scare people off or alienate them. And I just completely resonate and agree with that. And I have come into Neuro like Liam said, I do agree. Like I can be myself and play what I want and make what I want. Yeah.
It's not really like, it's not an issue with the scenes themselves, but I think it's more of a sign that we were just not within it. We hadn't found our places yet, almost. Whereas now that we're in Neuro, we can express ourselves properly.
So how does that feel, like having found your place, like sound-wise?
So like freeing, because like in the past when I'd like remix a track for like a label, I'd be like, right, it has to be jump up, it has to meet these certain sort of expectations of that subgenre. Whereas with Neuro, I feel like I can really just let loose, and I'm almost like venting. And I'm like, this is great because I know the label. This is actually what they want to hear from me, you know. It's just very freeing, and you feel like there's less, even though it's technically much harder to make than other subgenres from personal experience. Like everyone's different. But I feel
it is.
at the same time,
Help me.
at the same time, it's the easiest because you don't feel like you have to hold back.
Yeah.
Does that resonate with you as well, Mel? Like,
100%.
Feel like you want to be drawn to a darker, like more intense sound?
I think I started my producer journey. I signed to UKF, and I think that was just such a massive thing to just start off with, and like big boots to fill. And I felt like I had to fit this cookie cutter dance floor-esque artist. But then, as I kind of went on and you know, I discovered things like Virus and started to play what I want. It was just a bit like, it was just so freeing because I just felt like I've become me, like Mel as a producer, DJ, artist. I felt like I finally reached like the destination of where I want to be. Whereas when I first started, it just felt like I had to tick boxes, like sound a certain way and do certain things. With Neuro, I feel like I'm just, everything's kind of slot into place. Everything feels a lot more natural. Yeah.
I think this would be a good time to talk about, like, I'd love to hear what Neurofunk means to you, like what the qualities are that you associate, like how you see it, because I guess even within the span of the genre, tracks can sound so different. There might be some similar hallmarks, whatever, but I'd love to hear from like both your perspectives, like what is Neuro for you?
A way of life.
Yeah. Not just for Christmas.
My soul. I love the way that, you know, having a unique sound and your creativity is championed and not kind of shunned or, you know, judged in a way. Like people are celebrated for the weird shit that they do when it comes to like sound design, or if they're bringing other musical influences like metal and stuff, if they're, you know, bringing that into your own music, that's also championed. On top of that, like the intensity and the aggressiveness of it feels quite cathartic in the same way a lot of us like metalheads love to listen to metal, which is, you know, especially appreciated in like a live setting. And then, you know, if you're listening at home, it's the atmosphere and kind of like the places that it takes you when you're listening to like a really deep track with like a huge intro and like all these sort of Blade Runner level synths and like atmospheres going on, like the immersiveness of it all. And I think where it is now, where it's kind of become more underground, I would say in the UK, because there was a time when Neurofunk was kind of like the centerpiece, because you'd have like
it was the dominant sound
for
a while.
It was back when like Shogun was inviting Noisia down.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
a thing.
Yeah,
Prolix on Shogun,
Yeah,
Joe
yeah.
Ford.
Neurofunk was
Sport.
kind of
State of
like
Mind.
like plus with like the Renegade Hardware nights when Neurofunk was like one of as equal as to the other drum and bass subgenres in terms of like the scale of the nights that you'd see. Whereas now there's only I can't imagine many other UK festivals booking Neurofunk artists apart from Hospital. Thank you.
Shout out to Hospital Records.
Yeah.
Oh, I've not
Thank you, Nira.
There we go.
Yeah.
Just shall we?
Whereas in like I think back in the past, if you had like a dance music festival, you'd have the drum and bass stage. You would see at least one or two Neurofunk friendly artists on there.
Yeah.
Whereas you don't really see that
Yeah.
today.
I think for me, like I completely agree with everything you just said. But as well, it's just like a nice acceptance. It's like a family, like
Yeah.
with what Neurofunk means to me. It's just, I think I've been doing this for quite a long time now, and it's only relatively recently I felt like I've been fully accepted as an artist, and that's definitely super important, I think, for anyone. And it's nice to just find your people, I think.
Yeah. And like sonically, like what does it kind of mean to you, Mel? Like, what are the elements that you're looking for and you want to be there in a Neurofunk track for you?
I think, like I said before, like big, dramatic, cinematic, like intros and like breakdowns, like Prolix, Noisia, all that sort of stuff. But also, I love like the older sounding stuff as well, like Bad Company, like again Noisia. What else is there? BTK, older audio stuff. Yeah, I just love the grit and like the aggressiveness of it. As again, it's familiar. Like Liam was saying, it's familiar to my rock background.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of those tunes are like being played out of an amp or something.
100%. Yeah.
And acoustic drum kits.
Yeah.
Thanks, Current Value.
Yeah. Hey.
Let's bring them back.
So I'm hearing like there's almost like the dual lives of the atmospheres and the intensity and the creative freedom, and then also I don't know, just an extension of this world where you feel at home.
Yeah.
You feel like you can define your sound in the way that you want to.
100%.
And again, like that metal like callback. Yeah. So I guess that all comes together in the EP you guys have done for Valkyrie. Do you want to talk a little bit about that and how that came to be?
Yeah. Where do we start?
Well,
Start with the music.
Yeah.
we had loads of
Ideas floating about.
and plus like because we had loads of back-to-backs booked in.
Yeah.
We were like, it'd be good if we had like some tunes
Yeah.
that we'd made
So
ourselves.
I guess
for
like
that.
DRKNET as a project, it seems to me was like the result of the back-to-backs that you were doing and
Yeah.
doing that for,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Like,
So when was our first back to back? Was it
it was Run, right?
was
Bristol
Run-
last year?
Bristol last
In
year,
Jan.
yeah. And like shout out to Rob from Undivided because he was kind of like the guy that kind of pushed us to kind of make this a reality because he kind of saw the vision
Yeah.
almost before we did in a way.
No, he did. Yeah, I agree. And I think even like a lot of people on the outside were like, Mel back to back enter, like how's that going to work? Because we do have quite contrasting sounds, even though we're in the same subgenre of music.
Yeah.
It's the right kind of contrast.
Yeah,
to that.
and a lot of people were thinking, well, how's that going to work? And then they see it, they're like, okay, I get it now. But yeah, no, Rob really helped us see the vision. I think for us, it took us a while to see it. I think the set that really cemented it for us was at Hospitality on the Beach a year ago. That was...
Oh, what, and the virus?
Yeah, I feel like that was the start of it. We were like, okay, cool.
That was
right.
one of the first ones that I think we properly planned.
Yeah,
Or like,
actually
not
practiced.
planned, but like yeah, we actually went and had like a few sessions in Pirate. To kind of just like
Have a
get
little
a feel
mix.
for which.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
And a
we,
bit of karaoke as well, probably.
probably.
That was pre-kill code.
No karaoke
No,
back then
no,
was
yeah.
really business.
We actually made Kill Code before
Yeah.
DRKNET name launched into the world. So we
Yeah.
had tunes before DRKNET actually was a thing. It wasn't like, oh, DRKNET, let's make some tunes. It was like, because we had back-to-backs, we were like, must make some collabs.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that became before DRKNET.
Was that the first one, Kill Code?
Yeah.
That was the first
Yeah.
project
Yeah.
you worked on together. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I did the riff and I was like, it sounds a bit too dimensiony. Like, what do you reckon? I gave it over to you. It was like, yeah, okay.
How has that tune like evolved over time then?
It's
How many versions of it have we had?
I've lost count.
Yeah.
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 We're both producers that will do, version 28.
Yeah.
0.5 in terms of like the amount of bounces that we do. Loads of iterations, loads of like.
My record box can't keep up. I'm like, I was at hospitality. He was like, "You've got Dun Hyde in version 6." I'm like, "Just paint version 7 quick."
quick.
But anyway, so what was the question? Sorry, we went on a tangent there.
That's why I chose my DJ name. Hey, little self plug there. So we were talking about how that tune's evolved over time.
Yeah.
Like, some tunes, it seems like when we talk with producers and the kind of the core of the idea has always been there and it doesn't change too much. What about that one? Has it changed a lot from the version that people will get to hear in the EP?
I think because I sent you like an original idea.
Yeah.
And then you developed it quite a bit. And I think that development was what kind of the actual idea for the track really kind of came into being. And then over time, it was just
tweaking,
adding layers and kind of like deciding whether it was going to be like really choppy or quite like a smoother rolling sort of tune, sort of bass line, if that makes sense.
What, like a more danceable?
Yes. Yeah. And sort of like, because when you're like, when you're making a piece of art, it's kind of like what you take away, not so much what you add. Because we added loads of stuff collectively, and then it was kind of like cherry picking which parts to like take out, so that you have like the clearest picture.
And I think like as a producer, like you've taught me so much patience because for me, I would get like version 4. I'm like, right, let's get it out. You're like, no, come on, like tweak and like really work on it. I think that's something I've definitely learned from you, like as a producer, is like take your time, don't rush to get it out. Like,
I think that's something that kind of came with Neuro.
Yeah.
Because like compared to like Jump Up, where you could, or at least where I could like get a few tracks done in a week from start to finish.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like labels want something different when it comes to like the amount of layers or the level of like sound design you use. Whereas with Neuro, there's time to really kind of push everything
100%
to the max. I think with Kill Code, I think that was, even though that was the track we started first, that was the last one to finish.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And it seems like it's to be a little fan favourite. Like when we put on Instagram, like what tune's your favourite? Did we even put that?
We did.
I think you did like a preview.
Yeah. Or like we just put like, here's a little snippets and everyone's like, what's track number 3 or whatever it was. I was like, Kill Code. It's like, okay, a little fan favourite, like good. But yeah, I've done Hiding was your idea and then you were like, I need to find a vocalist.
Yeah.
So we did a little post, found Sodie, shout out to Sodie. She's just took it from here to like here.
I've heard the previous version with like the kind of placeholder vocal stuff that you guys have put, and it's interesting. I think like really vindicating for like the human element in music to hear how that track has transformed. Like with her contribution to it.
Yeah. I remember like because I was working on it on the train, like on to and from work, and my laptop was just levitating hearing those vocals. I was like almost I don't feel worthy to finish this track. Like she's knocked it out the park with those vocals. She did,
it just gave it some emotion.
What was the process of collaborating with her? Like, did she send like a scratch vocal? Like, how did it go? Did
I find her? Or did you find it?
You found her.
Found her.
Yeah.
Discovered it. No, I'm joking. We put a post out. It's like we're looking for a vocalist because we didn't want to just be like textbook. Pick that vocalist, that's easy. It'd be nice to discover someone, not discover in a sense she was already doing things, but just
released on a fair number of DMB tunes.
100%. But it was just we wanted to find someone we liked, not just use run of the mill sort of thing. And
coming back to Kill Code quickly, so like what are your favourite like elements within that track?
I love the that part is great.
Just like the like hook, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a great track to DJ with.
It's great rolling.
Good to blend with, and it's good to play on its own. And I like that it was quite a challenge to finish because it's one of those tracks where there's so many different ways you could go about it. But then it's like the journey. The journey is taking you to get there. You kind of like pick up a lot of new skills along the way.
And what about you, Mel? Like the same thing, the hook or something else?
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
there are some really beautiful like synths at the start of that track though. Like like sometimes people can just be listening to the drops these days, but like again, like feeling very Blade Runner.
Yeah. I think
For me, those.
intros are so important.
Yeah.
I know,
think
like
it's
you
Smash
love
the
an
intro.
intro.
I just
Yeah.
love the third time now. I love an intro. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's something like, especially like Mel, that you'll bring into DRKNET, maybe kind of
Perhaps.
augmenting the jump up routes
Yeah.
that Liam brings?
I think as well, like I first started off as a DJ and producing come after that. I've been DJing since like 2012 and I started producing very 2019, I want to say 2020. For me, an intro as a DJ is so important. That's like this is you now. Like this is you putting your stamp on things. And I think that has translated into me producing. I think it's so important, and it's, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
What else about the EP? So tell us a bit more about Unorthodox, and like it's interesting that you've got 2 vocal tracks on the EP.
Yeah.
I guess that presents like opportunities and challenges as well. So tell us a bit about some of like the wonderful things about like working with vocalists and MCs, and then some of the challenging aspects from the production side.
So far it's been great to work with these
Yeah.
vocalists when you're putting the track together, because
Yeah.
we sent Too Shy Unorthodox and we were like, this is just the vibe we're going for, and he just slayed it.
Yeah.
Almost
didn't-
straight away.
Yeah, we were like, this is the vibe we're
Yeah.
going for.
He recorded his vocals really well.
I'm not saying that. Like, just I know that, especially in Eurofunk, when there's so much going on sonically, I guess it can be hard sometimes for the space for these things. And like,
Yeah.
I think Unorthodox is a really good example of this. Like, you've got that, like the MC's voice, like Too Shy coming through,
Yeah.
whilst
Yeah.
all the carnage is still happening.
Well, he recorded the parts and then we kind of restructured the
Yeah.
track so that then there was more space for him, because the original version,
You'd be too
it
interfering.
was just all the synths were like,
Yeah.
there was no like
Bit more
EQ
upfront.
carved out for vocalist space. We just
Yeah.
let him record over it, and then we kind of retooled the track to kind of like make space for him.
Yeah, I think that's the first time working with an MC. If I think,
Yeah.
yeah, because I've worked with one vocalist before, the UKF track with Kid Sedgwick, but that's it. Everything else is instrumental, I think, or like just samples. It was really interesting to actually
It's good
work
fun.
with, work with an MC. Yeah,
Yeah, because I've done a few, like, fair few tracks with Fat Man D, Jake's, and Inja as well.
oh nice.
So it was, you know, it's great to work with MCs.
Did it feel similar, or did it feel different being in a neuro context? I guess a different set
I
of.
think slightly different
Yeah.
because you are effectively, you've got this absolute monster of a track and trying to retool it to kind of fit an MC's voice. Luckily, with Too Shy, his style is quite upfront and very full, and he's got great voice on him, so he can project really well. So you're not like trying to mix an MC who's generally kind of more sort of monotone, like hip hop.
Yeah.
You've got someone who's really giving it the energy that matches the track. So it was actually quite an easy fit.
Okay, so yeah, that kind of retooling or carving process, like it wasn't too difficult. It wasn't too much of a stretch.
No.
Yeah, and there are certain MCs' voices they just feel like they belong on Eurofunk tracks.
Yeah,
You know,
Copper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nuclear.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and Copper
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are some MCs that you'd like to work with then in future projects? You know, this is your opportunity.
I think we were,
Let's state your case.
we were both very impressed with Multiplex.
Oh, he's brilliant.
Yeah,
Oh, we'd love to work with him again.
yeah.
If you watch
Send
this.
us some stems.
Multiplex, like I would just see him popping up at different times in
Yeah.
Tisno and Croatia.
Yeah.
He's just
This
like
guy has got the most energy I've ever seen.
Yeah,
the
it's
most
just-
resilient.
He's the
just-
closest to a pirate that we have on the boat.
it's just that aura as well. He's
Yeah.
just such a, you just get good vibes from someone. I just
Yeah.
don't think he'd have a bad bone in his body. He's just,
He's got an iconic hat as well.
yes,
Yeah.
yep, a little.
He's got a great like tone of voice.
Yeah.
Because like I like MCs that sound like they've got, like, I don't mean this in a derogatory way, but I like MCs that sound like they have really good road rage.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm the learner driver. Fuck up.
yeah.
So the main quality you're looking for in
Yeah,
MC
yeah.
is road rage.
The MCs that can like really shout and project and like
Yeah.
match the energy of Neurofunk,
Yeah.
which I think Multiplex definitely
He knocked it out of
has.
the park with us at Hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
Wicked.
And he's just got a stage presence as well. I think
Yeah.
sometimes MCs can tend to just stand in a little spot, but he was just like jumping around with us,
Yeah,
dancing with
yeah.
us.
He
It's
was
great.
great for
Yeah.
him.
Because
Yeah.
it's equal ground. Like,
Yeah.
it's not just us and he's hosting, it's kind of like us and him
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, we did enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw, there was almost like a little MC kind of B2B on the last night where
Was
a
there?
bunch of MCs like coalesced on,
Really?
on the beach stage.
One
I didn't
mic.
know that.
Multiplex was there, Zeph Miles was there.
Yeah.
There are one or two others that I can't remember their names.
Who was
unfortunately.
DJing?
Chris Goss.
Well, like, he was on reload duty, which like it's
Allow me.
it's the last night of the festival. Allow it.
Who else?
You've got to
Yeah.
allow it. Yeah. But this little spontaneous thing, I was talking to Zeph about it. I think he asked Chris, and like it just kind of naturally happened. They were just kind of going bar for bar with each other.
Yeah.
It's great. I love that about that festival. I think there's just something about it. It feels like a very kind of family vibe, and these spontaneous things happen. Yeah. And I guess, I don't know, like clearly it was a special place for you guys because that's where your project really maybe cemented it. Is that fair to say? Yeah.
I like that there's a lot of interaction between the artists and all the punters.
Yes.
Because everyone just everyone
all
mixes,
integrated.
everyone
Yeah.
mingles. All those kind of like, not that there's barriers, but that kind of idea where there's like, the artists are like
A
these people that
VIP.
shouldn't be touched.
Yeah.
Like these gods or anything. It gets chucked in the water, pun intended.
Yeah.
And everyone just
there to
comes
enjoy
and chills.
themselves.
Yeah, everyone. There's always like, I think all the artists have had a night where they take or drink a bit too much to hospitality on the beach. And that's for everyone,
Are we gonna
me
talk,
included.
Are we going to talk about that picture of me, you and Spy?
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've seen this.
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
Have you not? Oh, it's
I'll have to
terrible.
look at that one after.
Yeah.
Afterwards, yeah.
Well, that's good.
Is
'cause
it low-key in it as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it safe for podcast? Can we flash it up? Or,
Yes.
Or would
Yeah,
you
you know
not?
what? I've been in worse states. Let's just go for it.
Tell us a little bit more about like playing this year. Like you just kind of hot back off coming from Tisno. Like it was
Yeah.
pretty busy. Like you were playing on the beach stage this time, so
Yes.
the Olive Grove, so different stage.
Yeah, and that was great because I feel like the beach stage is a bit of a level up from the Olive Grove, just from pure observation, like the caliber.
It kind of feels like
The
main
hierarchy
stage,
of the stages.
even though it's not
Yeah,
really the
you
main
know what I'm trying.
stage.
I'm not trying
Yeah.
to. Yeah, and
It's a more visible stage,
Yeah,
more in the heart of the
100%.
festival.
It's
It doesn't
literally
feel-
hospitality on the beach.
yeah, we're on the beach now.
Yeah.
It
Doesn't get any more beach than this.
What am I saying? Yeah, we were tucked in the corner last year, but now we was on like prime position. I felt like it felt like a bit like a level up, and also I just felt it was a win for Neuro altogether because I've never seen that happen on the beach stage.
Yeah.
Like tunes that heavy being played.
It's more visible when you're on the
100%,
beach
yeah.
stage because everyone can see
Yeah.
and hear it.
And that
And there are
was-
people on the pontoons dancing and swimming. Like, Have you
Yeah.
ever had people like swimming whilst you've been playing before? Like,
Yeah, but did you see the naked dancer?
I don't
I
think
totally
I
missed
did.
this.
Like, I think I was too like entranced by Multiplex and his hat. Like,
I was just
going around.
like,
But when did that happen?
So, for a bit of context for everyone listening, I don't know if everyone's been to hospitality on the beach, listening or watching. You know the pier bit.
Yeah.
There's like a jetty,
Yeah.
and then you've got the sea, and then the stage. I kind of looked up while Liam was DJing, and this guy was bollock naked, helicoptering, proper having it, and I was like,
I was like, oh, which tune? Oh, it's that tune. It's totally visible.
And then you're like, I'm going to queue up police and helicopter.
I was just like, guys, but I must have enjoyed it, you know.
Yeah.
What can we say? We have that effect on people.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was fun.
Beach holiday.
I don't think I saw that in the highlight reel. I think the hospital crew have stealthily edited that one out.
I would have got a video, but that'd make me weird. And also, I was just a bit too stunned. I was like,
enough,
is this
yeah.
happening?
Just add that to the catalogue of weird and wonderful things that you've seen in drum and bass world.
Yeah. What else happened? You go.
Well, I guess you got to stick around a bit more maybe than last. I had a bit more free time to
That
explore
was
the
lovely.
festival and chat with people.
Because I felt like last year, did we do like 2 days?
We did 2 days and then we were
Yeah,
gone.
and then we were in and out sort of thing. But I think where I did a liquid set on the Friday, which was so fun, I had an extra day or two just to kind of chill out and actually experience it as a punter and not have like, not the stress, but like in the back of my head, oh, I've got a set to play later. It's just nice to kind of roam free in the festival and
properly take
and
it in.
take it in and enjoy Croatia because that's the second ever time I've been to Croatia and the longest time I've spent in Croatia. It was just lovely and good times with you and Annie and Paul and and the fish supper.
Fish supper was elite.
Yeah, we'll get a picture of that and pop it up.
Gutted I had to leave early for this.
Well,
Well, you know.
don't worry,
Next
we'll
year.
just have to go back. We'll have to go
Yeah.
back. Yeah. I think you hit on something cool though, which is
Yeah.
like one thing I really appreciate about you guys. Like you're kind of like ravers first.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like as people progress through their music careers, you know, you have different priorities in life.
Yeah.
But you guys are still ravers first. I still see you like having it out in the front row.
100%. Me headbanging.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I feel like you both have this really like strong connection, like from the ravers' point of view.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not just attached in a
Yeah.
studio, like whether that's
Yeah.
DJing or producing. You know, you know what that feels like still, and still
100%.
participate in that.
I think every show we go, or we get booked for, sorry, we go out into the crowd and afterwards.
Have a little dance.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
And
Like,
you know,
how
what,
much
to
time
be
we have.
fair
Yeah.
to the different generations, like I think in Neurofunk especially, I still see that like no matter what age the producer is or what they're doing in their lives, there's that desire to be out there
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
experience the music physically. Does that resonate with you guys? And, like,
100%. Yeah.
yeah.
I just, after I set, I'm like, right, time to let loose.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where's the rider? Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even
Yeah.
if you're only at the venue for a few hours, it's good to just pop into the crowd and just take
That's
it in.
it,
for what
yeah,
it is.
and also connect with like the ravers. I don't
Yeah.
want everyone people thinking, oh, we can't talk to them, like they're too
Yeah.
good for us. We are just normal people outside of
Yeah.
this with normal jobs.
And everyone knows everyone.
And everyone
So
knows everyone, yeah.
It's like
and
seeing people at the pub.
yeah, that's it.
like,
It's,
"Oh,
it's
you're
nice
right,
to
you're
just
right."
connect with people after the show. Yeah, which is great.
Yeah, it feels like a really, really special one. I don't know, like I think there's just something about that festival because of the different genres that it brings in, the different like for such a wide variety of different artists, and all like coalescing in this strange place that is just very much not a nightclub in England.
Yeah.
You know, not like a kind of black box nightclub that which is where a lot of Neurofunk happens,
Yes.
and we love it.
Yep.
But it just I don't know, it's a kind of special place.
It's nice to see all the different labels and like collectives under one.
Yeah.
I say roof on one beach.
On one beach, yeah.
Under one sun roof.
with one naked man dancing to all of them.
Traumatising Mel.
He's the epicenter.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like one of the few places where kind of Neurofunk feels like it's a part of the other subgenres.
Yeah.
You know, as like at least from
More
like
integrated.
from the UK crowd perspective, you know,
Yeah.
like obviously you have like Let It Roll and like festivals in Europe like Beats for Love where
Yeah.
there's a lot of Neurofunk's like very well represented, but then
I think Hospital was one of the only mainstream ones that really take us on, and we are
Yeah.
really grateful for that. And hopefully people come and dip their toes in and open their minds a bit more and don't
Yeah.
think, oh God, Neurofunk, ugh. Like they actually
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
oh, actually, that was really sick last year. We'll go and see him again, and it goes on like that. Like,
I think
fingers
that's
crossed.
something that I benefited from as a
Yeah.
raver, like many others. I had listened to kind of more like bigger, more commercial artists when I started going out, and then like I think I discovered Ed Rush and Optical at Printworks at an Andy C. night.
I was there.
Were you there?
How
Yeah.
weird
I
is it?
was
We
at
did
that
like,
as
That was a
well.
good
Russia.
one.
We didn't. None of us knew each other. I love
Yeah.
stuff
But
like
like
that.
you find these connections later, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, you know, you were just bumbling around, but we never knew each other.
Yeah.
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 Was it a Ram event or Andy?
I think it was an Andy event.
It was a Christmas time one,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
it was
I
like
was
just
there.
before
Just
Yeah.
hats on the poster and stuff.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
front row for Red Russian Obstacle
Yeah.
because I was just fangirl.
Yeah.
I remember I dragged my pals like
Yeah.
into the crowd. I was like, no, we're not standing on the edge for this set.
Come on,
Literally,
Come to
by
the
the ear, I
dark
was
side.
like, you stand there, you stand there.
and you will like it.
Well, no, don't move to the edge. Get back in.
I feel like a lot of Neurofunk enjoyers have got that like little inner bossiness of like
Yeah.
when it's time to
I'm
go,
not inner, I
like,
am
you've got to
bossy.
lock in, like
Yeah. Usually I'm like pretty like, you know, open-minded about who we go and see it if I'm like a festival
Yeah.
or a rave. But when it's like Neurofunk, I was like, right, you stand there, I'll stand here.
Do
We're
not
not
move.
moving.
but that kind of coming back to what I was talking about, it was like a blended lineup, right? Like there was some variety on that lineup.
Yeah. Who else was
there? Like
there?
Culture Shock was on it.
Yeah.
Boo and
Boo was
K9.
on it.
Scanty, I remember.
Ben Bensley was on it, having the most
Yeah.
horrendous clash with Andy C in like room 2.
Oh,
yeah.
Like, I went
God.
over and like I love Bensley's music. I think
Yeah.
it's so interesting and immersive.
Yeah.
But it was cool to see him like back when he was like signed to Ram and that was going on. Yeah.
Forgot about that. He was signed for him, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Remember he's out. Did you put an album out? on
Yeah,
Ram?
I think
Yeah,
so.
he did. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Cameron Crooked weren't there, I don't think.
No, Cameron Crooked weren't there.
I'm trying to like really
I
remember.
can remember. I
intently.
remember the flyer.
Yeah, that's it. I'm trying to like
Yeah.
put together the letters. Like,
Yeah.
who was there?
Yeah.
But I guess a good example of like heavier sounds being represented, and like I guess like Andy's been such a champion for that over
Yeah.
different events. Like
I think Andy like maybe. How do I say this without pissing it shit?
Go on, stand on your soapbox. It's time to start.
How do I say this?
Andrew Clark.
Andrew Clark from Essex.
Mel's
Church.
calling you out.
Yeah.
No. How do I say, like, don't put this in, but how do I say he was better pre-COVID when he weren't chasing the TikTok sound? How do I say that politely?
You can say
I mean, you've said it.
Don't you dare put this in. Please don't put this in. Don't cancel me.
Nah, you're not going to be cancelled. But like, everyone has preferences, right? And I think
Yeah.
like
people change as well.
but also
Tastes change.
audiences change,
Yeah.
and you know, like we were talking about, like every generation wants to find something that's for them.
That's it.
And like, I think it's in some ways it's like very admirable that like Andy's longevity in the scene,
Oh, hell yeah. And
right?
like,
Is kind of crazy.
I just love that he plays apps with Andy C. I just absolutely love that he plays everything. He'll go from jungle to neuro to liquid to dance floor to tech.
When he does like the long form sets. Like
Yeah,
5-hour ones.
like, as cliche as it sounds, he's definitely an inspiration as a DJ for me. Just how he takes things on a journey and loves a big intro, like I love a big intro, and lets tunes breathe and knows when to double tunes and mix quick and then take it down a notch. It just, all the tunes just glide together, and I love that because I have OCD with blended tunes, and it just itches an itch in
Tell
my brain.
us a bit more about the Mel OCD of blending. What
Why
is
are
that?
you laughing?
Well, like how do you approach your blends?
It's
Like, there's a lot of care that goes into it,
Oh
right?
yeah, I love
Yeah.
building a set, and I know some people like to freestyle it. For me, building a set is therapeutic. It's like a puzzle. What tune goes with what, like a collage, like that goes with that, and then you start to build a picture in my
telling a
mind.
story.
Yeah, and I'd love storytelling in a set, and I think that often gets lost a lot of the time now. And it's just exciting for me when a tune just goes like that with another tune, and yeah, it's just satisfying. It's just very OCD.
Yeah.
It's hours of again with radio. That's what's helped me like be such a good DJ and find good blends. It's just hours of seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, seeing what sticks, seeing what your favourite ones are. Yeah, and I'm just my own worst enemy and my own worst critic when it comes to blends, but I need to relax a little bit. But yeah, I love it.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do a couple of random questions now.
Yeah.
Kind of like change the tone a little bit. So, if you could take a historical figure
Oh.
to a neuro rave,
Okay.
some notable character from history, who are you picking and why? Who are you bringing to Virus
No one.
in October?
Who wrote the original Dracula?
Bram Stoker.
Him. He's
Fair
coming to
enough.
Steelyard. I'll bring him to Darkshire in the castle.
Yeah. That feels like it would be quite
Yeah,
fitting.
that's right up his
You've outdone me
street.
there. I don't know what to say. Not very good at history.
So that's the only historical figure that like comes to mind.
Okay, who's the first historical figure?
Abraham Lincoln.
Nice.
with the big hat and
Yeah,
everything. Yeah.
he'd be like, "It's erected." Don't know why "Hello, my baby" come out in my head then. Just stop me talking, please.
Okay, cool. So we'll be seeing the reanimated corpse of Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bram
ADHD.
Stoker at Virus.
Yeah.
in October. Drinking all the rider backstage.
Bitches.
On the theme of drinks. So
Oh, God.
next random question: if DRKNET was a cocktail, what cocktail would it be?
We already know. Yeah. Espresso martini.
Espresso martini.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and why is that?
That's just
It's just like whenever we've got a gig together,
yeah,
we always go to the hotel, check in,
Yeah.
downstairs, espresso martimy.
hell yeah.
It's just like
Or wander
tradition
to the
now.
nearby spoons.
Yeah, all spoons.
From the can.
Yeah. No.
Depends which city it's
Yeah.
in.
I think how that started though is just because we're tired from gigs and we're like, we need something to wake us up and get us in the mood. We're like,
So
espresso
it was like
martini.
functional, but it's become a bit of a ritual.
Yeah.
And also like the drink itself, because it's coffee, it's
Yeah.
like espresso
Yeah.
plus alcohol, which is
Yeah.
kind of like what
Perfect
Neurofunk
combo.
is in drink form.
Yeah. And it's
But you could have gone for a Jaeger bomb or something a bit more
it's not
unhinged. but
sophisticated,
There's
you know?
some elegant energy.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
like
like-
Jaeger bombs jump up. Sorry.
Jump Up would be like 10p energy drink. Jaeger bomb.
Yeah.
Jump Up's catching a lot of strays today.
Oh,
That's cool. They know we love them.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Okay, so you're going for espresso martini.
yes.
Yeah. And as solo artists, would you have a different cocktail you go for to represent yourself, or would it still be the espresso martini?
That is a very good question.
I don't know.
I still love espresso martini.
Yeah.
So in a way, it would actually be
Work.
the same drink for me as a solo artist, because it's coffee.
And it's dark and coffee.
Yeah. give me that caffeine.
Grunges.
Nice.
I'll probably say the same. It's one of my favourite cocktails. It's just
Stand
go with
by
that.
it, stand by it.
I wish it could
exactly.
be my rider.
Yeah, we need a butler. So you know,
A butler.
yeah, Valkyrie. When you listen, when you get the budget,
Yeah.
we want
Times are tough
we
on
want
the
a
riding these
waiter.
days.
Well,
Like, I don't know if you're going to get a
give
butler.
it 5 years time.
Yeah.
We want when we're big, hopefully.
Yeah.
When
With
we've
the
got that
butler.
Tomorrowland money.
Yeah, talking Tomorrowland money. We want a butler who is just there on our beck and call with a little cocktail shaker, making us
Yeah.
espresso martini.
Nice.
I want him behind the decks as
Yeah.
well. Just,
I'll be like, James, come on, it's the banger coming in.
I
We
want him
need
to
it.
slide it down the table.
I thought you meant doing the mixing for a second. Like,
Oh yeah, you could
you're
drop
gonna
a few tunes as
automate
well.
yourself out
Yeah,
of the
listen, I
job.
can't be asked. Can you do this?
Yeah, you got USBs, Jeeves.
It's like sync for real.
Yeah.
Oh God.
God.
Yeah.
Oh,
We should probably bring it back to the album for a little bit. So tell us a little bit about how you feel now that it's done. You've committed to the final tunes. Like how do you feel about it? Yeah.
looking forward to it actually finally going out into the world. And how long have we been working on these tunes? It's been nearly a year now, would you say? Because Kill Code has definitely been way over a year.
Yeah.
It's
Because
just,
we would have started that before this time last year.
yeah. And it's just exciting for it all to finally come together and like even like the visual aspect, like shout out to Carl.
Yeah.
It's just all come together and we put a lot of effort into it and we're just excited. Like, well, I'll speak for myself here, but how
Yeah,
do you,
it
how
almost
do you
doesn't
feel?
feel real.
Yeah.
Because we finished it, and now we're in like the releasing stages.
Yeah.
But we've already started 2 more.
Yes,
tracks.
we have.
Yeah. So at the
So
time
it's
we were
like-
recording, we got 1 single out, but
Yes.
two more to come.
Yeah, 2 more to come, Kill Code and Unorthodox.
Yeah,
It's
from the
the
EP.
interfaced EP. Which, fun fact, we were going to go with interfaced as for our...
Yeah,
Duo.
we were originally,
Yeah.
that was going to be, because we had like a big list of names.
Yeah, I was
and we were
going
like,
through it. Really
picking them
overthinking
up.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to go with interface too. And then we was like, it sounds a bit more like an EP title, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then you actually come up with DRKNET, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, with the missing A. Edgy.
It's good for the search engine optimization. You know, like
Down with the valves.
otherwise you're going to be in
Yeah.
some tricky company like with those search
Oh,
results.
yeah, we didn't think about that. We didn't think that far, but hey ho.
Well, it's
It's
worked
done
out
now.
nicely. It's worked
Yeah.
out nicely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember any of the other rejected names that you could have gone with?
I've still got the list
Go on.
somewhere. Oh, it's on my... Pass me my phone.
Where is it? Over
I think
there.
I still have the list.
Yeah. Let's.
Don't knock the camera,
Let's-
the lights over.
Let's. Yeah. I'm trying not to destroy the
Pretty
studio.
sure I still have...
I'm just curious what else was on the short list.
I can't even remember what I said. I just remember what's happening. Like, Dilla, what about this one? Eh?
Oh, it was
This name.
oh,
About 4 o'clock in the morning. What about this name?
maybe I don't, you know, because it was a massive
Yeah.
list.
Yeah.
I think malware was one of the
Yeah,
names that we went over. I don't know.
But there's like a techie theme that's running
100%.
through all of this.
Yeah. There was something to do with Mind, and we were like, oh, it's too close to Mindscape and Mind
Yeah.
Vortex.
Mm.
Yeah,
Because there's so much stuff out there at the minute. It's kind of like you
too
find-
overlapping.
Think of like a bunch of words that we like, and then you kind of have to do the second round of like research. Check Discogs.
Yeah.
Check Spotify.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
If there's because there are other projects out there that use the word DRKNET, but it's
Yeah.
either spelled differently or in a different genre, or if they have like
Completely.
symbols and stuff.
Yeah,
like
or
that.
There's
they've
been
just
like
not been
a land
functioning.
grab for all these different names, hasn't there? Like
Yeah.
it's hard to find something which
Yeah.
is
Super.
represents yourself, but it's
Yeah.
available as well.
Yeah.
and isn't gonna like step on any toes.
Or ruffle any feathers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't find the list.
It's all good. It's all good.
But
You,
it was
you chose
fat.
chose the right one in the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah. I think so. It just fits. I can't think of to be called anything else now.
I think it sounds nice to say, which I think is important in,
Yeah.
in an artist name.
Yeah.
Short,
easy to
Short
say.
and sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine like somebody screaming it like multiplayer.
If you're watching, get us some ideas. Yeah.
It's weird, like when you do that, I almost imagine like Ozzy Osbourne like screaming it.
Yeah.
I know you're a big Ozzy fan.
I love Ozzy.
Yeah.
I just love that. He just didn't give a fuck. It was just him, no filter. Said what he's.
Do you think
thought.
that's another connection between like
Yeah.
the two genres, between like neuro and like that like metal
Yeah,
genre,
it's-
like that unapologetic?
Yeah,
like, be yourself?
and up front and just like this is who we are, accept it or not.
Yeah. And screaming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and screaming.
and lots of screaming.
Lots of
Yeah.
angry.
Yeah. Lots of like letting out those demons.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay, so for people listening who maybe haven't heard any of the tracks yet, what's your pitch to them? Why should they listen to the EP? What are they going to get from these tracks?
Enjoyment,
us.
hopefully.
Well, I think they
Please don't hate it.
We'll enjoy them because they're great. But,
Yeah.
yeah,
You're gonna get a bit of each of us as
Yeah.
artists
Yeah.
because we're both kind of like putting a lot into this, which I guess is in some way because it's like the clash and like combo of both of our sort of styles.
Yeah.
You're getting something kind of unique in a way because
Yeah.
we've both come from slightly different. Well, we
Angles.
both still like a lot of the same music, but obviously
No, I get what you're
different
saying.
like
I
musical
agree.
upbringing slightly,
Yeah.
and it's quite interesting
nice
when
fusion.
you when you smash
Yeah.
those things together, you get really kind of interesting
Yeah.
results,
And
and it's going to
hopefully
be the
people-
start of a long journey.
Sorry, I cut you off there. Probably distracted you.
Right?
And I just think hopefully people are excited or curious to be like, oh, hang on, those two make very different music prior.
Yeah.
What's that going to sound like? Hopefully sparks a bit of curiosity of people as well. And hopefully they enjoy it.
yeah. And you mentioned a long journey. Like I guess it's. I don't want to be that person because music can feel like such a conveyor belt of you've done something, you've invested a lot of energy and
Yeah.
time into these,
100%.
a lot of love into these
Yeah.
tracks, and I don't want to be that person being like, what's next? But maybe there's a different way to pitch it. Like, where would you like to, or where do you see yourself taking the DRKNET project? What would you love to do with it? What would you love to achieve with it?
Sky's the limit. Love to do
Yeah.
everything with it.
More music.
Like musically
Really
and
small.
Oh, hell yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
stages you'd like to play on. And
Yeah,
all
I
these
just
things.
think it's just exciting just to think about it.
Yeah.
Like I think more music, hopefully more labels as well, and more on Valkyrie as well. And
Yeah. What I'd like to see is like more of be part of the healthy neuro
Yeah.
ecosystem of
Yeah.
like regular gigs.
yeah,
Like what we're doing with Korsakoff because we're regulars there.
yeah, yeah.
And
Shout out
Possibly
to
on the
Korsakoff.
Beach and obviously Virus.
Yeah.
Who've been very kind to us.
Yeah, 100%. And also like, not that this is like the forefront. I think DRKNET brings some. I feel like Neurofunk as it stands is a white boys club. It's nice to see like, something different. Yeah,
Diversification.
yeah, some diversity and like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but you've got your own life experience,
Yeah.
and your own ideas and your own journeys. We've
Yeah.
heard a bit about some of it today,
Yeah.
and maybe there is a bit of a certain
Yeah.
type in neuro.
Yeah.
We're diluting
but-
it.
Yes, but it's good to have representation. It matters. This
Yeah,
for both of
Just
us.
pouring that espresso martini
Yeah.
into that Jaeger bomb.
yeah, just like mixing it into this like
Yeah.
messy drink.
Yeah.
While no one's
Oh god,
looking.
dirty pint.
Yeah. It's good to have some more options at the bar.
Yeah, and
you know?
I just love to release more music and see where it takes us. We
Yeah.
haven't got like a strategic plan.
Yeah.
No, I mean I
Yeah.
didn't mean it like that.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
Are there particular festivals or stages that you'd love to play?
I mean,
or-
well, we're doing Let It Roll next week, which is nerve wracking but
Doesn't
also
really get-
amazing.
Doesn't really get much higher than
No.
that, to be fair.
I mean, I don't know. What would you say?
It would be good if we did. It'd be cool to bring us to Beats for Love
Yeah,
festival. which,
Liam
which I've
talks
already
about the
played there.
festival a lot. I'd love to
Yeah.
come over to that festival. And
The
I've-
places where like drum and bass is really well represented.
Yeah.
are the places where I'd love to see
Yeah.
us.
we'd like to
included
be
as well.
the wave flaggers for Neuro at festivals.
Neurofunk
Yeah.
ambassadors.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're quite lucky with Hospital with them including us on their lineups because we are kind of the heavier ones doing like the last
the
set of the night,
representatives. Yeah,
which is a lot of fun.
yeah,
With the DRKNET, like as a project from like an artistic standpoint, we're kind of going for like the cyberpunk
yeah.
Matrix
100%.
vibe, and that's kind of reflected in the music that we've made
Yeah.
and the sets that we're playing because it's like bigger emphasis on the intros and like
Yeah.
the atmosphere and the immersiveness of it all.
Yeah,
And I think that's something we're gonna continue
100%.
because we're both Matrix fans.
Yeah.
And we're both millennials.
Yes.
That movie has left such an impression, like on
Yeah.
everyone that's like I was
To
talking
this
with them.
day, it's still felt. Wachowskis, thank you.
Yeah. God. Yeah, I was talking with the Killbox guys about it in the last podcast. You know, like I think they sampled it from some new angle, whatever. Yeah. Do you think you might get into any more sampling type stuff, or do you want to keep the vocal collaborations going? Or
I think definitely vocal collaborations.
Yeah, yeah. We've got a couple of ideas in the works,
Yeah.
haven't we?
anything you can share, or is
Not
it too
at this?
too
No,
early?
it's too fresh right
Redacted.
now. I haven't even
Yeah.
shown the vocalist,
Yeah.
so hopefully she likes it.
But we've already started more tracks.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You got
Yeah.
a few in the pipeline.
Oh, we've got 2 ideas on
Two
the go.
ideas going,
Yeah.
yeah, and we'll just build on that and see where it
And
takes us.
tell me a little bit about like what the collaboration process is like for you guys. I know
Yeah.
every producer, like they do it slightly differently,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. But how do you like to work together?
We just like to do our bit, bounce the stems over, because we've got kind of different working schedules, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think it's just easier, more straightforward to.
Send the stems.
That's it. Send
Yeah.
the stems, but then we'll get a day like, right, okay, we'll come together and then go in Pirate Studios and like make sure we do the finishing touches and all that.
We're both on different DAWs as well.
Oh, okay, which
'Cause
ones
you're-
do you?
Ableton?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which crew are you?
Logic.
Logic. okay.
Bitches.
Yes, it's just a lot easier, straightforward to do it that way. Things get done that
Right.
way.
Yeah.
So someone's making a sketch,
Yeah.
then the other one's like kind of like listening to it, like vibing off it, thinking
Yeah.
about new ideas, and then you're bouncing those to and fro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be sketching them. We'll be like, oh, this could be a DRKNET track.
Yeah.
And then I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Or like, oh, what do you think of this? Like, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just bounce each other on WhatsApp, and then, yeah.
And,
Back and
and
forth,
does
back
that
and
include
forth.
just like are you getting feedback and sharing ideas on your individual tracks as well? Or?
I'll definitely send him some individual tracks just because he's just a good producer. I'm just like, right, be honest. What do you reckon on this? Tell me if it's shit.
I think that kind of
Yeah.
healthy feedback is
Thank
so
you.
important. Like, it's needed. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I seem like there's a lot of like little mini communities of producers that do that for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think that's maybe one of the things that seems to be like a missing link between like a bedroom producer,
Yeah.
which is like the spot I've been in for the past
Yeah.
like 4+ years, and then when
Yeah.
you're trying to make music to actually be heard out live.
Yeah. I think like anything, the best thing to do is get stuck in and immerse yourself in it and be around people
Yeah.
that are better than you. And
Don't let it hold you back as well.
yeah, and it's like any creative career, I think, like for even like Carl, would you say like photography, videography and stuff, you're better off being in it than sitting in a classroom being like, oh, well, this is
Yeah.
like the clinical way to study about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's like a back and forth, and then what? So you go to the production studios together,
Yeah.
as well, and sit in the same studio.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we're finishing
Yeah.
Yeah.
a track, yeah, because we both live kind of far away.
Yeah.
So it's usually mostly online, and then when we've got like with the EP, when the tracks were like all 90%
Yeah.
complete, we went to like Pirate just to lock them off together.
Yeah.
Nice.
We meet together in Greenwich, just like the halfway point,
Yeah.
because I'm in Kent and he's in Croydon. It's like
Yeah.
that seems sensible.
That's
yeah.
the halfway
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Okay. And is it mostly like engineering, or is there any creative stuff that's happening still at that stage? Or
It's mostly engineering, would you say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because when it's at that stage, it's kind of like the tracks are kind of like nearly,
Yeah. At the brink.
yeah.
yeah, how do you feel it? What would it be like? Do you think if you were taking some of those sketches and like reviewing them in person, do you think it'd be different, or
Yeah, I feel like
would you like to try that?
Yeah,
could be
love
fun.
that.
Yeah.
I just feel like I need to be in that zone, and I can't just switch it on. I just get ideas that come to me, and I'm at home, right, get the
Yeah.
laptop up, and if it's like a set date, I'll be like,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I mean, like creativity, like on demand.
I can't,
Yeah.
I can't like press a button and it happens, sort of thing. Yeah,
I'm quite like a messy producer because I'll like write something, go on my phone for a bit, then listen to some like sets on YouTube, and then carry on with the track.
Yeah.
It's
we'd
like,
be there forever.
Yeah, like most of my tracks I make on the train to and from work because I've got quite a long commute.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't have a studio at home
How-
even any monitors
how-
at the minute.
How long's your commute? So like how long do you have that? What's that window like for
On a
producing?
bad day, like you're pushing like an hour and a half.
Wow.
Hour and 40. If the trains are like bad, but if I've got a seat, it's fine because then I can like crack on with projects. Then on a good day, it's like pushing like an hour.
Okay. And now, how much music do you think has come out of those commutes?
So much, because weirdly on a train, it's kind of like, right, I've got, this train before I have to change, I've got like half an hour, laptop, headphones, and I just
That must fly
go
by.
absolutely ham on a track, and just like it'll be like one part of it, like just the drop or just the drums. It's a good way to like get shit done because you've got such a short window of time.
Yeah, when you've got a deadline, it always makes you go, right,
Yeah,
gotta do.
because when I go home after work, it's like I try not to produce as much while I'm at home because I've got a girlfriend, and like time is kind of crucial if you work full time plus producing. You got to find the balance.
Yeah.
I guess you feel that as well now.
Yeah,
like,
I just feel like I'm constantly just juggling, spinning plates. It's like when you've got a job, you've got another half, and then you're trying to do that, like being creative, making tunes and being a DJ. There's a lot of burnout as well, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like,
That's why the train is kind of good because I've just had coffee.
yeah.
Well, I'm coming home from work and I'm all fired up, and it's
Yeah.
like I need to let off some steam.
Yeah.
Open Logic.
and you can't start screaming on the carriage, so you've got to
No.
start screaming in the
I mean, I do.
DAW.
See it, say it's sorted.
You know what? Unplug my headphones.
We're gonna
Everyone can judge this kick now.
I'm going to see you on Live Leak.
Yeah.
TikTok in 4K.
Yeah.
Who's this guy on the train?
Angry producer on Thameslink train.
That'll be the promo for your next EP. Like, get a publicity stunts going.
All the TFL staff get off the train. It's
Like, so the rest are like,
incident at Farringdon. Just like hitting people with the laptop.
Did you guys ever see? I think it was like Harry Shotter. Like they did like a rave on the underground. They brought like a full
yeah.
system down there.
Yeah.
And yeah. I don't know. I don't know how that would work with Neurofunk. I feel like you probably. Yeah, that might scare the commuters a bit too much.
It depends if
If it was
like a
Night
ticketed
Tube.
event.
If it was Night Tube.
Yeah.
You should do that prior one of your events.
What?
A neuro tube.
Valkyrie on the tube.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know what the Valkyrie overlords would think about that idea.
Just like a couple of stops before the
Yeah.
You're like, no.
Chuggers only.
I love it as an idea, but there are some things about it that scare me.
You need something really loud because there's parts in the tube that are really fucking loud. Like between like I don't know.
Oh, the
Some points in the Northern Line are just like rattling.
what is it? The Central Line.
There's a bit on the Northern where the brakes kick in, and it's like
Do the Lizzie line instead.
Oh yeah, very bougie.
Better soundproof.
We like a bit of Lizzie.
nice air-conditioned train carriages. Like, it's not like the Central when it feels like the pits of hell.
That's like backstage at a neuro event. It's just hot, loud. It's just overstimulating.
Nice. Well, we're just about approaching the end of our time on the podcast, so I just want to thank you guys for coming on. It's been really good to chat with you and talk more about yourselves, your journeys, the music. We're super excited to have the EP coming out. It's been great to hear like loads of positive feedback about this first single already. So like from my side, can't wait for people to hear the rest of it. And like just very thankful to you guys.
No,
so
thanks for having us
Thanks
for
for having
coming on.
us.
It's been great chatting with you.
It's been lovely to chat with you too.
Nice one.
Really
Now time to
awkward
go
now.
home.
How do we end this? Just keep saying thank you.
We've got another hour, guys.
Any shout outs you want to do before we go?
Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Ben.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gareth.
Shout out to Hospital, Korsakov.
Shout
Who
out
else?
to Rob.
Virus, Rob Cracknell, Annie at Valkyrie, you guys, Cole behind the camera. Woo!
Shout out to everyone who's listened and supported the
Yes,
EP
100%.
thus far. Shout out to everyone who's come to see us play.
Yep.
Especially the guy who was on
Willy Copter and his heart away.
guest list for you.
Yeah.
I feel like this guy's going to become like a myth off the back of this,
Yeah.
like an urban legend,
Yeah.
like a beachside
Ye
legend.
oldie Willy Copter.
Shout out to everyone that was there at the beginning of our musical journeys.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fat Man D.
Yeah.
Out to Lewis, Grime Minister. I haven't forgotten.
That's a lot of shout outs. You can stop that. Like,
I'm going to have to go through my life story now. I'm like, who it
Mum,
was?
Dad.
The cats.
yeah. Nice one. Cool. Well, yeah. Looking forward to the rest of the EP coming out. And when can guys catch you? When can people catch you?
When can
next?
guys?
Sorry. It's time to end.
The wheels are coming off now.
What are the next shows that you've got to come up over the next few months?
We got Let It Roll.
And then hospitality block party.
That's the one. The next date. I'm tired thinking about that, but we'll go.
Which
over
is
it.
sold out, so you can't buy a ticket.
Yeah.
But if you're lucky enough to have one, come and see.
What's that? September. We got anything?
We don't, but we also have the next Corsica party in Rotterdam.
Yes, on
Hospital
October
30.
the 30th.
We will also be in France. I don't know if that gig is been
TBA.
announced. Yeah, I don't know if that's been announced yet. But France, look out.
Bonjour.
Cool.
And then another show in London coming up. When will this podcast go out?
That's a great question. Hopefully,
Not tomorrow.
Hopefully in the next few weeks.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well,
so
we're
then
doing
we'll be at Virus.
Virus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Face to face.
Virus. Yeah.
Hello.
I'm looking forward to hearing the EP tracks on that system. Like it's always good. Like good hearing. Like it was good hearing done hiding out in Croatia. But
Yeah.
like there's something about like open air versus like an indoor. Like that Virus rig is just
Yeah.
Steely Yard is
Impeccable.
unmatched.
yeah. So looking forward to
Yeah.
that.
Wicked.
Cool. All right. Well,
Right,
we'll end it there before the wheels come off even more.
Until I start
So
embarrassing
sorry
myself
about that.
further. Woo woo! Choo choo, motherfucker. There we go. Stop.
Cheers, guys.